Hey you guys, I'm back from a mental break. Yes. Woo! It's also my effing birthday. Woo! Oh! Yeah. We are back here live from my bedroom during fucking COVID-19. It's crazy. What's up, everyone? I've missed you. It's been 2 months of my mental break. It's been super incredible.
You were put through the ringer.
I needed this time to really heal and grow, and naturally I'm coming back on my birthday because I've never missed my birthday. I have a half birthday, my real birthday, and I haven't missed it for like the past 2 years. So obviously I'm here today because it's my fucking birthday.
Yeah, it's not your birthday, actually, today.
It will be on Saturday. But my first video back is gonna be just addressing kind of like why I left and more importantly what I've learned. 2020 was just a nightmare and it has been for everyone. But I had all these issues that I haven't been dealing with that were only magnified with quarantine. Like too much alone time just sent me on a spiral. It like destroyed my self-esteem. It made me had like an identity crisis. And it made like so many other situations worse in my life. And even though things are far from good, I'm in just such a good mindset these days that I'm ready to take them on. Let's go, baby. It's 2021. Let's go to the PowerPoint. So obviously we all thought the world was ending last year, and I didn't even fucking care, let's be real. I thought it was just a great time to partake in the broomies again. I posted that other video, I felt like I was finally understanding myself, and I was just so naive to think that, and still took them. And honestly, I think I accidentally took more than what I had the other time because I totally thought I had an ego death the time before in that video I talked about, which was really just like a sneak fucking preview. Like it was so much worse, and this time I really had what is an ego death, because I didn't even know shit could get that dark and like so real. All of my anxiety amplified. I was taking places I didn't know I could go, not aware of where I was, who I was, and found myself in a fucking bathtub. I don't even know how to talk about it.
You were shitting yourself.
I thought I was like shitting and pissing myself, but really I kept turning on hot water, I guess, and like burning myself. And like all of my subconscious was coming out, things that I've already thought I've dealt with and was aware of. A lot of the same topics I talked about before in the other video, but it was like really horrible, and I was sent on this really, really bad trip that I was spiraling and seeing shit that I didn't even know you could see. I started having a really, really, really bad panic attack. I couldn't even understand Joe anymore. It was like alien talk, which did not happen last time. He would just disappear, and it was just fucking weird. Since that was not how my experience was the first time in any way, I thought like, nope, this isn't good, like I'm dying. So I was seeing my body rupture, like blood was splattering everywhere. I was shitting and pissing myself, like I said. It was really just hot water. All noises and shit were distorted. It felt like I was going to hell, like I was sinking and I was dying. And I kept asking if like the paramedics were there, and I was just so unaware. I'm just on a journey, like in a dream state. Like if you've seen the movie Insidious, that's like the best way I can describe that reality, because I was not in my body. I was like passed out in a tub, but like where I was not on fucking Earth, and it was horrifying.
You couldn't even say anything. Like you had no word. Like you couldn't say any words.
Firmly believed I was dying, so I kept telling them to call the paramedics. I got Sarah on the phone again, who was the one who told me I shouldn't do it. I'm not in a good space. Joe put on Britney Spears because he thought it would calm me down, but as I was dying in this vortex of my own voice mocking me in really obnoxious, distorted sounds, and my body was rupturing and bleeding, and I was in so much pain screaming, and it was like such a pathetic feeling. And then the Britney Spears song is playing in the background, which I thought was my brain playing it. Like I literally, not even my brain, I didn't even know where I was. I literally was like melting into fucking hell. But like super slow, super demonic. And why is the theme song Britney Spears? My loneliness is killing me. I kept trying to come back into Joe's realm. He was like, just be calm and be present. And like was transported into his like really peaceful realm. It was like starry and beautiful, and it was quiet. And then it would start distorting again because my anxiety was coming back up and my panic. When I was dying, finally, like the last hurrah, to the theme song of Baby One More Time and Oops, I Did It Again. When I hear this song, it like fucking triggers me now, which is so sad because I love this song. But this part right here, I can like visualize where I was. Keyword got lost in the game. I thought like the whole thing of life was a game and I got lost in it and I just like wasted my whole life. I felt like the biggest loser. I have no idea that like Joe's even playing it or that Joe's even there at this point. I'm hearing laughter, which I still don't know if it's real or not. I literally thought a paramedic was there at one point. And like, I was just so embarrassed. I thought Joe and Sarah were like able to hear and see like what I was experiencing, and I was just so ashamed. But then I was like, damn, I love them so much. And I wish I was like able to express my like love for them and like shit. I mean, at least Joe's like holding on to me. Like, he knows that he's like important in my life, and I'm dying because like Joe had to bear hug me in the bathtub because I was like,
to sustain you. What's the word? Restrain. That's the word. Restrain you. From like hurting yourself. Because you kept trying to singe your skin off with the hot water.
yeah, it was fucking nuts. And it was one of the worst experiences I ever had. The reason that's an ego death, and the reason why I was so confused why all these themes that I've already experienced before were sticking to me and like being projected and just like magnified, and I'm like, what the I thought I already understood this. Because all these labels that you have attached to yourself are detaching instead of just being one in the moment and just letting things happen and like just enjoy what I'm experiencing. But instead I'm resisting and like seeing all these labels that I'm trying to cling to because they make up what I think makes up my persona, but they're detaching. So it feels like you're dying because you're slowly not understanding who you are. Really horrible and dark, but like also magical, and like now I'm not depressed anymore. So I guess there's that. Took a long fucking time. I was then transported into this really peaceful, magical space world. I had no idea who I was. I didn't even have a body. I was literally just like there. It was just my consciousness, I guess. I was just present, and I was at peace. And I was like, damn. The new movie Soul really wraps up my whole journey, honestly. It was like that taken and put in a movie, and it was just so peaceful. And then I came back to the real world, and I'm like, oh my God, I didn't die? Well, that's fucking embarrassing.
You're like, damn it.
You guys didn't see or hear any of that? It full on gave me PTSD. Like, for the months to come after that.
Still experiencing it.
I was listening to Tame Impala, and one of the notes in the song triggered me to make me feel like I was full on tripping.
And I feel like this year is really about like the year of just realizing stuff.
I started just having epiphanies for the months to come, and I keep having epiphanies. Like, they're so weird, but I understand what was trying to be taught to me in the tub.
And everyone around me, we're all just like realizing things.
Now let's get into the point of like what you guys can learn and take with you on your journey. Rule number 1 is to stop living in other people's perception of you. I was falling into other people's frames because I had a lack of clarity of my own. You need to look inward and look at like your friends, family, just like, are people attributing things to your identity that you're taking as truth? Or is it your mind doing it? Is it like anxiety doing it? Basically, you just need to figure out who the you are. This is the best time to do it. Spend all the alone time and just understand your core beliefs, values, what you like, so that you will not trap yourself in other people's perception of you because of the fact that you don't know who you are. That alone will start building up your self-esteem. Stop trapping yourself in your own beliefs that aren't factual. When you are assuming what other people already think of you and then acting accordingly instead of just acting natural and just living as yourself, bitch. Also, don't walk into a room and assume everyone's gonna hate you, because you're trapping yourself in a mold that you created in your head, and it's your ego doing that to protect you for if they do end up hating you, but like, it's not a healthy way to live. You need to reframe it, just be yourself. It's always been so hard for me to act natural, be myself, because I'm like walking in, overanalyzing how I'm acting because I don't want it to come off a certain way. What that's just doing is limiting myself and trapping myself in this like character that I thought I was based on anything anyone ever said about me. Second thing is you need to make sure all the vibes are right. So important, but if anyone gives you bad energy and anxiety or like makes you feel bad about yourself, whether intentional or not, I realized I was giving too much attention to people who were giving me just bad energy, but it was like my own ego trying to figure out why I had these bad vibes, trying to understand why I thought someone didn't like me instead of just spending my time thinking or talking to people I actually care about and who actually make me feel good. Are you like chasing after an answer because it's for your own ego? What a waste of time. Am I right?
Yes.
Third major rule of the day, you guys, for 2021 is to be present, which is so hard, but I have found in quarantine that it is the only thing that's made me start thriving, was just getting out of my mind, because I thought overthinking was just one of my personality traits. That's why if your thoughts are taking place in the future or in the past, they're irrelevant. They are irrelevant.
It's unrealistic.
What's annoying about this is you have to like always be thinking of it, all of this. Because happiness, bitch, is a state of consciousness. I'm conscious right now, I'm live in my room. Joe's here, miss him, love him.
Hey.
The lights are a vibe. The smell is great.
No, whatever scent you have going on is great.
I got my humidifier going. Like, there's so much to be grateful for, which takes me to my next point. Gratitude, bitch. Look it up. I know that I am sounding like just a preachy mom with like her tacky things. You just always gotta remember to live, laugh, and love, bitches, because happiness is a state of consciousness. Totally. It means to take the time to realize that you're going to have to create happiness for yourself. People only bring short-term pleasure. It's the truth. You gotta stop attaching happiness with people, things, places, anything, because happiness is only from what you're experiencing, consciousness. Things I like to do to be present are mindfulness, acknowledging the thoughts going through your mind. Are they anxious? Are they in the future? Are they in the past? Are they important? Do you actually care about what you're thinking about? Half the time, no. Yoga is my new thing. Ever since Apple Fitness came out with my Apple Watch, I am on that shit every morning. It is such a good way to connect to the present moment. It's super easy. You get your workout in. I haven't been working out at all this whole year. Now I'm starting, and I didn't realize how important working out was. It's not just to get abs. It's directly affects your mental health. Go on a walk, go in nature, disconnect, get off social media. Social media is literally the most depressing shit I've ever seen. So I have to get off it and get on my yoga mat. What are you smelling, bitch? Does it smell like pasta? Or are you too busy looking at social media to not even know what it smells like? I couldn't even remember if I did basic tasks because I was not present ever. I was so either just trapped in my mind, on autopilot, not even knowing what the fuck I was doing. I had to repeat so many activities and tasks because I didn't remember. My memory has gotten better since practicing presence. My next main point is intention, which allows you to focus on who you are in the moment, recognize and live your values, and to raise your emotional energy, which in turn raises your physical energy. I think that's called shadow work. It's really helpful. You gotta take the issue and start doing flowcharts and just go back. That'll take you to your core issues of I'm trying to like give a good example. For example, if I hated someone's fucking shoes and I was like, why are they wearing those shoes? It's so fucking ugly. That's a note to take a look inward of why the fuck do I care how ugly that person's shoe is? It's not the person's issue that they're wearing an ugly shoe. It's why do I even care that they're wearing an ugly shoe? And then you start the flowchart and maybe I'm insecure about my own shoes. Maybe I'm jealous that they're so confident wearing the ugliest shoe and I wish I could wear my ugly ass Crocs anywhere I went, which I do because I don't give a shit about ugly shoes. So I love it. This PowerPoint is incredible. Most importantly, you guys, is you need to f***ing let go. This one was a tough one. I'll link a video down below, but letting go is probably the life journey of it all, and to just let life take you as it goes. Life is gonna have hard moments, it's gonna have good moments, but you can't let either of those get you down or up, to be honest. You just gotta keep accepting it and learning and enjoying the journey. In order to grow, you guys, you have to let go. Biggest causes of suffering are attachment and desire, emotions, people, things, identities, outcomes. When we attach, we create resistance. We make something that is not us. Quote, we need this person to be in our life and they will make us happier. End quote. How about you realize you can fill up your own cup? You don't need another person to make you feel good. You are attributing your happiness to others, when really it's within. You know what I'm saying? All reflection on the outside is a reflection on the inside. When you forgive, you heal. When you let go, you grow. The whole way the rest of the year worked out was really just bizarre because of my flashbacks. It's just like there was way too many coincidences that were shown to me in that trip that have come true. And just a total sense of loss of control in every aspect of my life. But I'm in a good headspace because it's something I guess I can control. It's like the only thing that you can control is your fucking self. I guess that is kind of beautiful. I just thought of that now, yeah. Although this shit is preached all the time, it's the fucking truth. It took me just way too long to understand it, which is why now I'm sharing it with you guys because you saw me on my downward spiral, let's be real. And now when I go on Instagram to see like what Britney Spears song I am, I just think it's not a coinkadink that it only gives me the 2 fucking songs from my bad trip. And when I was dying in the trip, I was like, damn, I really wish I expressed my gratitude and love for people more. I wish I could do it all again if I had the option. And then it came back to reality and I was like, fuck, we're back. I then kept going down my spiral for the next 6 months because I was so confused by that trip. And now, to recap, we're back in the moment, and one of my like third epiphanies after I had a full-on breakdown. Did I talk about the Tame Impala breakdown? One of my like PTSD flashbacks was this really weird epiphany after a Tame Impala song like triggered it. I like understood my whole dynamic with my relationship with Joe and just all this like pent up shit of how other people were perceiving it, I guess. And I started just bawling and snotting because I never have understood my emotions. And in that moment, it was just like shoved in my face. And I was like, I can see clearly now, the rain is gone. And I immediately called him and I was sobbing, snotting, like so much f***ing snot. Like I never even knew that my body could create that because I've never cried that hard. Probably thought I was on drugs because I thought I was on drugs even though I was fucking sober. And I was just like, I don't know how to explain this, but I just had another one of those really bad PTSD flashbacks. And I just like understand the past 2 years and like why I like feel this way. And it was just like a fucking mess. But it was like also kind of stunning and beautiful and a magical moment where I was like, thank you, Broomies.
It's like realizing things.
It took me 6 months to like fully appreciate the whole journey. But you know what? Life is a fucking journey, people, and we're just here to enjoy it. Take it day by day. Surround yourself with good people, good energy. We don't have time to waste hating life. This could be your last day. And what did you do? You spent it with me, baby. And I love that. It's very hot. I also realized that this is kind of my second redemption at life and I can change everything about me. I don't have to like keep sitting in the perception that I think I'm supposed to be as like no emotions or just like anything negative. Like we can change our fucking minds. We can change our behaviors. We can get on a yoga mat. We can work out. We can do all the shit and everything will be fine. Ground yourself, enjoy the moment, and just enjoy life, you guys. This sounded like I'm a fucking hippie or that I'm on drugs, which...
You're both.
That's life. Isn't that funny? Everything's just life.
Bravo!
2021, new year, new me, new everyone. Everyone just reinvent, find out who you really want to be, who you really want to see, because I love that. Okay, I need to end this video because it's my fucking birthday. Happy birthday to me.
I wish it was actually your birthday right now. So
Happy
we could be like, let's take a shot,
to me. I love you guys so much. I'll be posting again, and I'm excited to just like keep growing with you all, be more real with you all. I love it. I've always said this before, but now I like finally am just in a good space where I believe what I'm saying.
The vibrations are right.
The vibes in here are fucking lit. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you are working on this year. What are the vibes? I really hope you guys are all good and healthy and safe. I love you. And if you ever need anything, DM me, baby, and I'll be there. I'm out.